Let's cut the crap. You are not stuck because of a lack of information. You are not frozen because the world is confusing. You are stuck because you've turned your brain into an overcooked spaghetti mess of hesitation, what ifs, and hypothetical mental chess games. You're not even playing with a real opponent. You're not being cautious. You are being a coward. And the worst part, you are overthinking your own overthinking. You've convinced yourself that the reason you're not making moves is because you just need to think it through a little more. Nah, you don't need more time, you need more balls. And if that pisses you off, good. Maybe that means this message is finally cracking through that fortress of fear you've built around your comfort zone. Smash that like button so this hits more guys who need to hear it. Let's get to work. All right, let's break this down. Overthinking is cowardice, dressed up as intelligence. You call it being strategic, but you haven't made a move in 6 months or more. You call it waiting for the right time, but the right time came and left while you were still journaling your doubts. Overthinking is a way for weak men to feel like they are working when they are really just hiding. You think if you just plan the perfect path, you'll avoid all discomfort? Spoiler alert, that path doesn't exist. Success is ugly, it's chaotic, it's messy as can be, but it favors the man who moves, not the man who calculates angles on a battle he never enters. You want to dominate? You want to take over your life, your business, your body, even your relationships? Then you've got to stop trying to be perfect and wait for the right time. Nobody gets out of this game clean. You are going to screw up. You are going to get punched in the face, metaphorically or literally. But that's the price of movement. That's the cost of action. And that's the only currency success accepts. Let me ask you something. When's the last time overthinking actually helped you? I don't mean felt good in the moment. I mean genuinely saved you. 9 times out of 10, it didn't. It slowed you down, killed your momentum, made you anxious, made you spiral. And the worst part, it made you miss out. That girl you liked, gone. Some other dude just walked up and said hi while you were over there mentally stimulating every scenario like you were training for the Olympics of social failure. That business idea, dead, because you needed 1 more week to run the numbers. Meanwhile, someone else ran with it. And now you're watching their ad on YouTube before this video started. That job opportunity, you waited too long. Now someone who wasn't as qualified but had more guts is sitting in the chair you were born for. Overthinking is how you lose by default. It's the equivalent of benching yourself before the game even starts and then blaming the scoreboard for your pain. You can't dominate from the sidelines. You dominate by doing, by getting in the damn arena, by taking the first step and then the second. And even if you're still scared out of your mind, let me tell you the truth. No one wants to hear. Clarity doesn't come before action, it comes through action. You don't figure out the perfect plan and then execute. You move, you screw up, you adjust, you get better. That's how real winners operate. Every man you admire, every alpha you follow, they didn't wait until they were ready. They just moved anyway. And if you're sitting there thinking, yeah, but they had resources or they had connections, just stop, bro. That's another lie overthinkers tell themselves to justify staying weak. The truth is, they have the one thing you won't develop until you stop overthinking. You wanna know what that is? Courage. Not confidence, courage. Confidence comes after the reps. Courage is what gets your ass off the couch to do the first rep. So if you wanna dominate, You need to build courage, not comfort. And here's where it gets even deeper. Overthinking isn't just a habit, it's an addiction. You are addicted to the illusion of control. You'd rather feel in control doing nothing than feel out of control while making progress. That's twisted. But that's what most men today have normalized. They've confused safety with strength. But safety makes you soft. Strength comes from risk. The most dangerous men alive aren't the biggest, the fastest, or the richest. They're the ones who don't flinch. They're the ones who move forward, even when they are scared, because they've trained themselves to value action over anxiety. You want to become dangerous? Train yourself to act before your fear talks you out of it every single time. Train yourself to move while your thoughts are still yelling at you. That's the discipline that turns sheep into lions. Now let's get practical, because I know what some of you are thinking. Cool speech, bro, but how do I stop overthinking? Fair question. So here's what you do. Step 1, shorten the gap between idea and action. That's key. If you get a good idea, you've got 5 seconds to move before your brain starts sabotaging you. Text the girl, apply for the job, post the content, start the business, go to the gym. If it sucks, good. You'll learn faster. If it works, even better, right? But either way, you are finally in motion. You are in the game. Step 2, kill perfectionism. Your first version is supposed to suck, and it always will. Your first reps, your first video, your first pitch, your first business plan, it's all supposed to be cringe. But you can't improve something that doesn't exist because you haven't started. Progress comes from version 1, not version someday. Step 3, set hard deadlines. Overthinkers love open-ended timelines. They say, I'll do it when I'm ready. No, set the dang date, announce it, commit to it. Let public pressure force you into motion. That's how you can use social media as a massive leverage by holding yourself accountable. Step 4, embrace speed over certainty. You don't need the whole plan. You just need the next step. You don't need the 10-year blueprint. You just need to move today. Speed kills hesitation, and hesitation kills dreams. So if you're going to kill something, let it be your excuses. Step 5, build friction into your thinking, not your doing. Put all your thought into who you want to be, not into whether you should start. Once the decision is made, the action should be just automatic. Overthinkers reserve it. They obsess over decisions and hesitate on action. Winners obsess over action and trust themselves to figure it out later. That's how you dominate. You don't dominate with perfect thoughts. You dominate with imperfect action done consistently over time. You improve. Even if you are unsure, even if you are anxious, even if you're shaking while you send the email. Every time you act in spite of fear, you grow just a little bit more. Every time you hesitate, you shrink a little bit more. That's the game, and the choice is yours. You can spend another year over analyzing your way into another cycle of regret, or you can start dominating today, this very moment, because there's things on your head that you want to do that you've been putting off because of fear and overthinking. And how's the best part? You don't need motivation to do it. You don't need to feel inspired. You just need to start. Start ugly, start scared, start unsure, but start anyway, because action is the cure for everything your brain is overcomplicating. And every day you delay, you are building the habit of hesitation. You are wiring your brain to choose fear over forward. But every day you act, you are rewiring yourself to be dangerous, to be decisive, to be dominant, to stop overthinking and start dominating. Your future self is already watching, praying you finally get it. Don't make him wait another year. I'll check you on the next one. Peace.